Hi, good evening. Good evening if you're watching this webinar live, and good day to you if you're watching the recorded portion of this webinar on YouTube. Thank you very much for being here. My name is P. Venkatraman, and I am the Chief Running Evangelist of U2 Can Run. Our mission is to promote running for good health, and we do many things that are connected with learning and which basically aims at taking a non-runner and making him into a healthy person by running. We run this series of webinars. There are two series running. One is a Sofa to 5K series, which is based on the book that I authored called the Sofa to 5K, which is basically an 8-week plan on how to, take a non-runner and make him run from the sofa to the 5K distance. This series of which you are now viewing is based on the trainer's logbook. So we came out with a logbook that trainers can use to record the progress of the trainees who are training under them and to monitor their performance, etc. The logbook itself is quite, though it's a very thin book, it's quite in depth. And we are now in the fitness evaluation part, and we are basically looking at initial screening, and we are looking at nutrition history, which is para C. Now, nutrition history has 5 questions, and in this webinar, we'll go through these questions and I will explain in depth what these questions mean and what to make of them. The first question is that have you visited a nutritionist for your meal plans? So this might seem innocuous and very simple, but basically it tells the trainer that this person has been contemplating changing his meal plans, changing his diet, and has even sought professional help by going to a dietitian for a meal plan. What this tells is that the trainee has in the past considered that he needs to rectify it and he is not very healthy. And by seeking professional help, he has tried to better the situation. Often, as you all know, diets don't work, and there are many reasons why they don't work. Very complex thing, but we do know that this person is already contemplating change, and that is good news for the trainer, because if you have a trainee who's willing and ready to change, then the trainer's job is half done. So that is the purpose of the first question, really. The second question is to, do you consider your eating habits to be generally healthy? Now, today, what is generally healthy is by and large known to everyone. It's common sense. Almost every newspaper article, Sunday supplement, magazine, blog post contains things about what you should eat, what you should not eat, sugar, fat, processed food, bread, maida, don'ts, fruits, fresh vegetables, lean protein. The list keeps going on, and you are continuously bombarded. So trainees generally do have an idea of what is healthy food, and they also know whether they are not eating very healthy food. So this is a self perception of the trainee of whether generally he is eating healthy or not eating healthy, and this gives an idea of the mental frame. If he acknowledges that he's not eating healthy, then it means that he knows what it is not healthy, and he knows that it's something he should be doing. And your job as a trainer is that much more easier to get him started on the road to good health. The third question: which part of a meal plan do you think you need to change? So this gets a little bit more specific. So he may or may not have thought of going to a dietitian. He may or may not know what is unhealthy in his meals, and whether he is generally healthy. But now we are asking the same question in a very subtle manner, different manner, by asking him which part he needs to change. So most of the time people know what the problem is, and they do know that they need to change. By writing it here, we are acknowledging, we are helping the trainee acknowledge that there are certain parts of his lifestyle which are not healthy and that he needs to change. So we are basically helping him articulate what he needs to do on his own. So it's a kind of self-evaluation. The fourth question is, do you consume alcohol? If so, how much per week? This question generally is always downplayed. So people always like to say, oh, I'm a social drinker, etc. And say, oh, only on weekends, etc. So let the trainee write whatever he wants to write. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong, or whether it's slightly downplayed with poetic license. That doesn't matter. But what matters is that we should know whether he consumes alcohol regularly or it doesn't consume alcohol regularly. The last question is, please fill up the daily food plan for 1 week, separately given. So the daily food plan is at the end, and there are also instructions here on how to do the food log. And this can be filled up by the trainee before he comes, so that you have a week's idea of what exactly is the diet habit of the person. So if it's an unusual week, then you should tell him to go for an usual week. Let's say he's traveling, he's away on a conference, or there are marriages in the family, or somebody has been in and out of hospital, so meals are not really very regular in the house. So this kind of things can happen, and we don't want to capture what is a aberration in his meal plan, what is an deviation in the meal plan. We want a very normal ideal week. So sometimes it is better actually to postpone the fifth question till we come to an ideal week. So it's not necessary that he should have filled it up and only then he should come and see you. If he is ready to fill it up, fine. But if he is not, then let it be. Let it happen in due course of time when the ideal opportunity presents itself, so that you as a trainer get a sense of what actually is consuming during this period of his that normal 1 week. So friends, these are the 5 questions in the nutrition history. Small section, but very important, because it is said that in about 6 months, every single cell in your body is a new cell. You are regenerating yourself, and there's a new cell, new skin, new hair, new nails, new eyes. Everything is new. So in 6 months, there is actually a new you, and that new you is only going to be made. Every single cell that is going to be made in your body is going to be made from the food that you eat. You cannot breathe in nutrition. You can only drink water. But every single food item that you eat is going to help determine how healthy those cells are, which are going to be the new you 6 months from now. And to that extent, the trainer must know what is the nutrition, because if somebody trains well and he doesn't eat properly, then all the efforts of the trainer is of no use. It is very correctly said that you can never outrun a bad diet, which means that you may eat junk food all the time, but just because you run, you cannot outdo the ill effects of a bad meal. It is also said that a six-pack ab is built in the kitchen, which means basically whether you become lean and trim is determined more by what you make in the kitchen and eat, rather than how much you train. So with those few things, I'll come to the end of this webinar, and basically get the nutrition part filled, and draw a sense of what is going wrong with the training, and what you can do to help him improve and become more healthy. So thank you very much for being part of the webinar. There are links down, so you can buy the logbook. You can order it off if you're a trainer. You can watch this entire webinar series, which is meant to help you to do the logbook. And if you have any question, then do feel free to write below this YouTube thread, and we will be very happy to write back and respond back to you. If you are watching this webinar live, then I can see it on a screen, and there is a keyboard, and you can type, and whatever you type will come up and show up on a chat window, and I can then see it and answer you online. So if you join us in any future seminars, remember this: you can join live, ask me questions, and I'll be very happy to answer them for you. So thank you very much. Good evening, and thanks for spending this part of the evening. And if you're watching the recorded version, thank you very much for spending this part of the day with us. Bye.